Welcome to our landing page Miro board. This is a place that we will collect reflections, share thoughts, and generally refer back to on a regular basis. I'm going to give you a quick tour around, but it won't take too long. First to know is that in the middle we have the landing page. You each have your own board around the landing page where you will catch your thoughts and put important links, and it'll be a place where we can collaborate online. There's lots of different tools that you can use within your Miro board, and hopefully you've already played around a little bit. I do want to point out one really useful tool on this board in particular. In the bottom corner, there's a frames button. If I click this, it pops open a menu where you can see all the different frames that are in this board, including each one of you. So if I go here and I click on one person's board, it will zoom in on that person specifically. So if you're having trouble zooming in and out and trying to get to the right place, you can always just use this menu to zoom in quickly and easily. When you're done, you can just X out of that menu. Here, there's a place for you to catch your reflections after each session. So there's a post-it note for something you will start, stop, and change, or start, stop, adapt for each asynchronous session, synchronous session, asynchronous, synchronous, asynchronous, synchronous, asynchronous, and synchronous session. I think you get the idea. The first thing that I'm asking you to do is to click into where it says name and role. If you just double click, it'll allow you to type in that box, and you can just type in your name and whatever your role is. Now, if you are tech savvy, or even if you're not, I also encourage you to click on the little image right here, and you want to click the Replace Image button in the menu that pops up. That will allow you to input a picture of yourself so that you can really personalize it. If you're having fun with Miro and there's other ways that you'd like to personalize your board in this landing page, feel free. We'll also be using the skills profile to share what content we're accessing that you feel like you're already advanced, content where you feel like you're intermediate, or places where you feel like you're still really learning. Now, please note that everyone can see this board. It is public, so these aren't going to be your deepest, darkest, most personal thoughts. But I think it's a nice place for us to be able to look and see what other people are reflecting on. I'm going to use my touchpad on my computer to just zoom out a little bit here. And I'm going to slide right over to the center landing page so that you can see, oop, I went too far, what's happening in the middle here. So here you have all of our agendas for each session. Note that the asynchronous agendas for session 2, 3, and 4 aren't quite complete yet, but by the time you watch this video, they might just be there. You can double click on each of these agendas, and it will allow you to open directly in the screen by clicking edit. It will pop up on the screen so you can see them right away, or you can open them in a new tab. There are also important resources right down here. You just click on the blue. And then click on the link that drops down below. Sorry, that took a minute. That will open in a new tab for you. There's a parking lot for things that you want to make sure you remember to talk about with the group later. There's also action items. These are cards that already have me tagged in them. So if you type in here, it'll notify me via email immediately so that I can always come back here and see what are some action items that you would like me to address. And the campfire is just a fun place to connect that's completely unrelated to the content and the work that we're doing. So you could pick, maybe you were in a session or maybe you're working on some of the work and you decide you need a little bit of a brain break. You can come here, pick a post-it note, and you can either respond directly on the post-it note or you can create a new post-it note in the menu over here, or by clicking N on your keyboard and respond to whatever you want to say about any of the prompts here. And last but certainly not least, we have this beautiful Venn diagram with our 3 main topics. So we're focusing on equity and justice, or social justice. We're working on some planning and pacing, and we're also working on the HLP of adapting instructional materials. We're going to continuously reflect on what we're doing around these 3 strands by placing post-it notes in this Venn diagram. We'll be coming back to that regularly. I've said a lot in a very short period of time. If you'd ever like to hear what I'm saying again, but in a condensed way, you can click on the note in the top right corner. Pretty much everything that I just said in this video is also available in this note. I hope this helps. I'm really excited to have you engage in this Miro board with me, and I hope that this serves as a really useful place to collect all of our ideas. If you see an improvement or a way that we can make this board more useful, please, by all means, let me know.